panelists. Today, joining us on the show, we have Professor Deepanshu Mohan, who's joining us, economic affairs expert. Across to you first, Professor Mohan. At a time when we have numbers such as this, it does appear that the war is not going to be ending anytime soon. The question is it likely to get far worse before it gets better?
Yes, thank you for having me here, Meghna. So the short answer is yes, it would get worse before things get any better. There's a cycle in economic crisis terms, we say, which runs out. Where there is a crisis, you would expect prices, of course, to rise, which would have an inflationary spiral. A lot of that is linked to petroleum products, of course, but also through fertilizers, food security, concerns, and those of the liking of which, where the vulnerable sector of agricultural spaces is likely to be impacted. My concerns are always more on the primary commodities than petroleum linked itself, because India has diversified its suppliers on petroleum products enough. In fact, right now itself, there is a waiver that India has received, much like other countries, to buy Russian crude oil from the US, which is where a lot of the political issue was. And we would expect the sourcing to be diversified as well. Having said that, the impact of this on two particular accounts, the balance of payment effect of this has to be put into perspective. We're already seeing the value of the Indian rupee taking a hit. It's been doing so primarily before the West Asian crisis as well.
Absolutely.
But there is a double whammy here. I mean, you have capital flows in the light of foreign investment, which is going out. At the same time, you have import bills through oil and other areas going up. So it is a very difficult position for the Indian rupee. And my concern here is that if the rupee value is not better managed, I wouldn't use the word, you cannot have interventions from the RBI beyond what it is already doing. If it is not better managed, I think that can have a farther more worse cascading effect on inflation than on what we are seeing on oil alone.